Everybody stand and say the pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everybody tonight. I see we've got some students here tonight. If you'd like to stand and say your name and what class you're with.
Oh, I'm with Diana. She basically goes to Jay County School and kind of helping her with language. And I live in Bern and I work for Wilson Garber, so I'm out of school and I finished school in May 2025 in South Adams.
Any other students? We all good? All right. If you got any questions, let us know. Council has read the previous minutes. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to accept the previous minutes.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? Carries. Okay, first on the public agenda tonight, Amy Sutton, you're here for a couple properties. I printed off the two lots that you told me you was interested in. Wes, our city attorney, he'll do the paperwork unless you're got somebody else.
No.
Well, there's a process we'll have to go through because you own adjoining land.
Yeah, I own the right next to it.
So there's a process we'll have to go through. We'll have to be noticed and advertised, and then you'll have to submit a bid to the
Went
city.
through tax bid before, I know.
Yeah, it's similar to that. You'll submit a bid, and then the council will approve or not, whatever the bid is. Presumably, there won't be a lot of bidders, I'm guessing.
I think
But we will have to publish notice, so you're probably looking at, my guess would be May before we can get everything published and advertised. And so we'll just have to make sure that you're aware of when the bidding deadline is going to be and that sort of thing, okay?
Okay.
And then if the council accepts the bid, then we'll prepare the paperwork and get the property transferred.
Sounds good.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
Good enough?
Yep.
All right.
Appreciate it.
No problem at all. Thank you.
Did you guys have a quiet room?
Good to see you.
Okay, Aaron Waters from Barn Brand Insurance, I'm gonna move him down to the last thing we do tonight. He's got a previous, he'll be here, but he'll be a little late. So we'll move on to the mayor's. On the Todd Building, I don't know if everybody knows, this has been bought by private investors. They've got apartments going upstairs, there'll be retail downstairs. And they're also wanting to apply for a liquor license. That's got to be approved by city council for their liquor license. We do it for everybody. What's council's feelings on that?
I think it's a good idea. I would be in favor of it.
Any questions from anybody else? If not, I'll entertain the motion.
Is this, he's gonna have 4 businesses in there.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
So this is only gonna cover one.
From what I can gather, what he's
We don't
putting
put it
in there is golf simulators and baseball simulators. And that'll take up 2 of the room, one in one room, one in the other. And then the liquor license will cover the end. So there'll be 3 different
But
apartments, one business.
But it only attaches to one name, one business, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Any other questions on that? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion that we accept the alcohol sales at the Todd Building.
Do I have a second? Second. Motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries. Do we have to do anything else for that, Wes? Information only, we got a planned commission meeting, April 22nd at 7 o'clock. It'll be right here. Anybody that's on that committee, they should know it, but that's open to the public if I'd like to go. We've also, go ahead.
Is that redevelopment? Not going over the redevelopment commission stuff?
No, this is for the,
Oh, that's for the actual study?
Yeah.
They're doing. Did they set up a meeting for that? I thought the redevelopment commission.
that's in
Had a
May.
meeting with, or the next part of the house.
No, the redevelopment already done, and then the planning commission has to meet, and then the council has to approve something, and then it goes back to the
So
redevelopment.
they haven't set up, they haven't set up.
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It will be after April 27th,
Okay.
waiting period on that too, so.
Also, under the mayors, we've got an appointment open on the library board. From what I gather, this is a 4-year appointment, and the library board would like to see Marcia Fuller appointed as council's appointment.
I make a motion to approve Marshall Fuller to the library board.
Do I have a second? Got a motion, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries. On the housing edition, the RFQs was due Friday at 5 o'clock over at JCDC. We had 3 developers that sent in quotes for that. I thought that was excellent. So we'll proceed with them. I haven't got like I said, that was 5 o'clock Friday, and there was 3 that come in. They haven't set a time up for this week to open it yet, but I'll fill council in when we do that. Also, this week on Wednesday, at 11 a.m., I'll be meeting with Norfolk and Southern. They got some questions on the railroad track coming through town. If everybody didn't know, they was, at one time, everything west of 167, they was gonna take the tracks out. Well, they come up to, I think they're 1 mile out, they got the tracks taken out, but they didn't do the rest of it. So I'm supposed to meet with him, I'm gonna take for granted that's what he wants, I don't know that. But we'll be talking about the railroad tracks going through Dunkirk. The only use, there is use for the tracks. We've got the grain terminal, Anderson's out there, and the Ardell Glass Factory uses them, so that's the reason they said that west of 167 will be taken out. If that happens, we'll see. I would like to talk about, when we do that, about the old viaduct down here. It's in bad shape. If anybody's looked at it, it's pretty well crumpled up. Probably the tracks are the only thing holding it up. But I will take him down here and show him that. We've called multiple times, haven't got a response, but maybe this time being he's in town, we'll see. Wes, you have anything? Dolly, you have an update?
Yeah, the concrete is poured for the pickleball court. They'll be doing more work on it probably mid-May. They have to wait for the concrete to cure. Would that be the correct terminology?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's moving along. And then the pool is being prepped to fill and clean. And they're still taking applications for help at the pool.
Any idea what they're looking at for an opening day?
Yeah. And they said it was open on May 31st, or?
The last I heard, they were gonna try for May 31st.
I think that's the date they set out there for, that'll be, for the weather.
29th.
The water.
29th.
That works, okay. That's all according to what the water temperature is, and the weather's got a lot to do with it. That is the date that they, 29th, right? I thought it was Thursday.
That's Friday.
School out this year.
You wrote it all down.
Like May 22nd or
I
something.
think 22nd, yeah, 12,
But, no. Nope, wrong month. Yeah, 22nd is last day of school. Anything else?
Nope, we just need enough applications, lifeguards, and we can get her opened up, started. Okay, Jesse.
Okay, water departments will be flushing hydrants the week of April the 27th. Do not wash your whites. That's all, Jim.
Christie?
Yeah, the volunteers is gonna have their annual fireman's dance on April the 25th from 8 to midnight down at the Moose Lodge, and it's $5 entry fee. They're also gonna help with field day down at West J Elementary on May the 14th. And they're gonna do 2 boot drives on May the 8th and June the 12th. So I'd like to make a motion that we allow them to do that.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second for them dates, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That'll carry. That all you have, Christie?
Yes.
No,
Randy?
Nothing at this time.
Karen?
I don't know if I can talk till 8 o'clock, but.
You probably won't be able to.
I need to-
convinced you can.
I need to approve for account payable vouchers 34964 to 35149 in the amount of $309,687.58.
Motion approved claims?
Motion to approve the claims.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carried.
Then I need approval for allowance dockets 324 to 47 in the amount of $63,041.56.
Motion approved dockets?
Motion to approve the dockets.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays on that? That carried. Is that all you have?
That's all I got.
We have got an insurance, I think all the board has seen the insurance packet sent out to you. Aaron will be here, but he's running late, so I told him we would wait on him. He's kind of on hold right now, I'm not going to adjourn until he gets here because this is, the insurance policy is up for our next meeting. So we'll just take a little break here, wait for Aaron.
Jack, can I see that?
good, or just call in, or go on vacation. Well, that would be I think they did.
I thought I saw
They
something.
didn't have nothing last year. Unless they're having two.
I thought I saw on our board difference.
I've got a friend who's a cowboy in Portland. Yep, she's in that market. Oh, that's lovely. Justin and I plan on going back because we work out through Florida. I just need to come back. It's one of my friends. Yeah. He was enjoying it. He was like, I want to go back and just spend a couple of days on the beach. We just went to North Carolina. Justin's uncle lives there. And near Pinehurst, actually. And he works at a horse racing track just across from the big golf course that's in Pinehurst. And yeah, we had a big matinee this weekend, so we went to support one of his horses for the track record. So yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Why would that be?
We had a good time. We went to a nice little place and spent the day at the racetrack. Got to meet all the horses. It was a fun time. We took Justin's grandmother with us, and she's Tangent. I'm like, wow,
Too far to go. Like I said, too far to go. It's close.
No, I'll take care of it. I'll send you a notice if you want to have it published. That'd be the only thing.
This is what we're doing. This is what we are.
Yeah, we filed for tax deeds last week, I think. So we should be getting them. I mean, it's up to the, once the judge signs the order, the county has a company they pay. So it's whenever they get around to getting them. So we should be good on all of them. It's just a matter of getting the deeds in hand. So all that's should be done. As soon as we get a deed in hand, we can do something.
First time Justin went to the casino, shortly after going to 21. So he was able to, I was in his friends, and he walked in, and this place, oh my God, first one into the special. Justin Brown. And he was on for the day, he was like, I am so sorry. So, that's why. I've always been very fortunate. I tend to be a lucky person, but like I'm powerful. Getting up there and crazies and said, but I want my money back and another couple of times. That's not crazy for me. One thing is, like you said, knowing when to pull out. I go ask Christy about those events to get those dates. Christy?
What were those dates for the legislature?
Oh, the boot drive? The boot drives are May the 8th and June the 12th. The boot drive? And they have, they're still put out Haskell. You see them up there. Yeah, they have Haskell and they come up there and it's not like.
And you said the
Yeah, it's April 25th.
so that's the farm, I didn't hear you.
It's volunteer fire department.
Volunteer fire department. Okay, gotcha.
It's down the road, Bruce Lodge, and
Hey, any excuse to ask for your hands up.
Thank you. Did you get those dates? I understand. Yeah, the differences in how you cover things with radio. Use that. I can quote them and I can write up Yeah, that's right. Maybe there's some rings too, you try to put a little in there and write down the coordinate, just, you could hear someone say it, it makes sense, but you write it out, it just doesn't translate well. Looking over here, Ray got sent one, and I just didn't, he's out of town for a couple of days. They're all gone. The last one, sorry. No, I was just glancing over his phone. I said it's probably coming in It was only about half an hour.
Sometimes those things go forever. Sometimes maybe at least 2 hours.
Once you start mowing, they're mowing, it's not scary.
The government's, they got big jails.
We'll get it done in a couple weeks.
And they have courts. So they purchased it. So, yeah, they
Mow it, and you somehow
we're trying to figure out.
Got a big one up north
Just move it out to the jail.
today.
Where do they put it?
big ring.
Yeah, big red.
They didn't use this.
No. Our water is almost down to sea, almost touching the seawall.
1993. But my dad, said, come on, we're gonna go to the anniversary of it.
We send it.
And we had to go completely up there.
Well, almost everybody. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We got a lot of houses.
Well, I talked to some friends of ours.
Still about there, not quite like roughly. Not too far. Yeah, they're still up there.
I bet the water is can't shoot it out. Well, one house. So I walked I walked out before the water started and I didn't get 10 feet. And it was already a ton. And I was not, I wasn't even reporting the water to
Because only
you
those
guys
two
did.
sisters.
It was set on the seawall.
Cindy was in my class.
It was covering the seat.
And then their sister.
Yes,
You can just see this.
you're always thinking.
So if we walk out there,
Not regular. Yeah, he parted ways with them like a year ago, 2 years ago. There
He has been remote. Okay.
one of them, I think he was.
Probably does go down and
Just as you said that.
That was most of it.
Yeah.
But our water goes out to Grassy Creek and all that.
Unless I got to make the joke, probably didn't think Dunkirk was going to be longer than
I know.
She had a swim pad.
Hey, God,
Big one.
kill me.
And she had.
Commissioners was only 37 minutes, I think.
And she said.
Pretty quick one.
They have it in the evening, I don't know why, I think maybe because they want to get out of there, everybody just,
Yeah.
instead of droning on and on and on and on.
Adams County
Is that right now?
usually at least an hour and a half, sometimes 2.5 hours. They sort of stop on.
Yeah, well, Jay County, they're,
Ours can go out.
sometimes it's 3, well, I've had some 3 hours, but it's usually 2, an hour and a half, 2 hours usually.
Our water came up in one day, like,
They can,
super
and
bad.
they canceled that one because of snow. And the next day was brutal, it was about 4 hours, and it was like 12:30 before we got out of there, it was bad.
Well, I felt bad because I had to leave because we were full deadline at that point. They needed to go back to the office, so I had to tune in and watch what was
Back in the day, before the county commissioners used to meet twice a month, they turned it into about an all-day thing. They'd start at 9, they'd get lunch by 11, and then go have lunch and come back at 1, 12:30 to 1.
Yeah.
Who didn't finish up about 2 o'clock or 2:30?
You'd think that the regular executive lunch session,
Right.
they would get all the business work.
You would think, but it turned into,
That's good.
Can't imagine that.
yes, they finally got them. And I think they used to meet every week. Pretty sure they did, they met every Monday, like that.
Adams does it every week.
And I think it was when Doug Inman and Barry Hudson got to be commissioners, they're like, we need to be a lot more efficient than this, all right? We should be, there's no reason for us to meet more than, meet every Monday. We can do all this
And she
in 2 meetings.
go with her friends down there.
Thank goodness for that.
Well, I mean, actually, it was Barry Carr, Jim Zimmerman, Mike Leonard. I mean, you go up there to a meeting and most of the time they were sitting there BS and it seemed like a lot of, like there were people would come in, they'd see somebody walking, out in the hallway, well, hey, come on in, let's sit down and have a chat. It's like,
They tend to know everybody and everybody knows that.
right, yeah, so.
I came in at the tail end of Mike Lenhart's time as a commissioner. Remember? Hope he's doing all right. I see him around.
Yeah, I see him once in a while. Well, he comes in the prosecutor's office, so his daughter, works for the prosecutor's office. So I see him, not basketball season, I don't see him as much as I used to. He was all the boys and girls games. sits right behind the scorer's bench. Yeah, they just lost tonight against Coldwater, extra innings 5-4. They're at 3-0 going into the 6th inning. And they love to score. They're up 4-0 actually.
I've been doing the Blackford. The first game I did was against Bluff. It was really good. They had been beat going into 7. So it was actually like 1. They played Wabash on Saturday. A little better. Wabash is good. They got a kid that got a hold of the ball. My wife said, we think it landed wrong. Way out in the trees.
Yikes.
But we had more weird things than that. Like there was a pitch behind one of the kids. And he's trying to duck out of the way. And just this back. Oh no. Foul ball. He's going like, what? Even the Wabash parents goes, yep, that's the way it is. Well, just when you think you see the ball, you see something else.
Yeah, that's true. It looked like they were playing pretty well, at least on Game Changer. My wife texted me and said that they look good. They just, Coldwater's just always good. You know, baseball. They're just everything. Football, baseball, you name it. And even if they're not having a great year for them, they're still usually better than we are. We've played them last year. They blew us out. They stopped us. This year, so we went into extra innings. Our boys have been playing well. I've been pleasantly surprised so far. Knock on wood, they're not beating themselves. They're not committing dumb errors. They're not striking out a lot. Tonight they struck out 6 times tonight. That's the most we've struck out all year. In the game, we might have 2 or 3 strikeouts a game. And that was the key, I thought, going into this, if we could hit. Because our hitting last couple of years has been up and down. We have 2 or 3 games where we're all cranking on the ball, and then 3 or 4 games where we weren't hitting. So far, we played well against Eastbrook. Eastbrook's got a pretty tough team. I was pleasantly surprised by them.
That's a tough game for Todd Farr to coach against.
Yeah.
You didn't realize that Todd Farr's my neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Because he lives in Hartford City.
Gotcha.
And Holly, his wife, her mom and I are first cousins.
Oh, okay.
So they only live about 3 blocks from us. So
Okay.
that's family matter.
Gotcha.
They just couldn't, when they got children, and their first daughter, they couldn't find a house. Well, they should back one in Hartford City, so they bought that.
Yeah.
So, the kids got to school, and Holly was teaching here.
No, 2 Saturdays.
And so there's a lot of Jay County schools. But it makes sense to keep them all on the same schedule.
I agree.
My wife's a teacher. But we were all in the same. She ran one daughter cross country from like 4th grade in high school.
Your buddies? We went to go see one of the Twilight movies together too. I think I embarrassed her because it's the last movie and they have a big plot twist at the end that doesn't happen in the book. And I start screaming, and she's like, "Oh, punching me!" She's like, "Shut up!" I'm like, "No, this is wrong." Oh, she was so upset with me, but I was mad.
They took creative liberties, as they say.
Yeah, I don't think we don't play Blackwood until later in the year, in May. It's usually one of the last games before sectional. So,
I'm probably doing the NPA. If it's a Blackwood,
it'll be Blackwood this year. Yeah. We got a tough. We got to Newcastle tomorrow. Play Newcastle. And then we have Centerville. No, that's Saturday. Centerville. So then we play Yorktown at home. Thursday. Centerville at home. We're going to Saturday. Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, on Saturday.
I agree with that. I mean, we had Tony from one, so for a friend of yours, he can talk games. Tony was me that anything can change.
That's a long drive.
That's not the longest drive. They played 4 games in Tennessee on spring break. Oh boy. And they've done this for the last 10 years. Really? Yeah, they get it around spring break. Fairly long time.
Right.
The trouble is, they play their first 4 games against teams that already played like 18 games.
Yeah, that's
But
probably a rude awakening.
yes, in a couple of cases, 2-1.
Yeah.
It's a good experience. We did that with Schmitz cross country. I think our first couple years in high school, he put us in these meets that were just way out of our league. So we were across state.
Yes. Oh yeah, we ran a tour day super.
Yep.
Versailles, Ohio. You remember the sewage treatment plant?
Oh yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah, perfect for it. Natalie still talks about that running down there.
Gosh, it's not but I'll never forget it.
Did
So.
you get to run at Terre Haute State Flag course?
I never made it to state, but I feel like I ran it.
Well, we ran there a couple of years because they were in there her freshman year. It was great because Kaylee was already in apartments, so mom had to down there before I stayed with her.
I really don't
Whether she liked it or
remember.
not.
I'll have to ask Justin, because I don't remember. He remembers more. He still remembers his time. I don't even remember my times anymore from high school. That's I had decent times,
No, you did.
and I just don't.
You were all conference how many times?
Several times.
Yes, great.
I made it to regionals, cross country, junior, senior year. Track, I made it past. I don't think I ever made it past regionals, so that was kind of where my cap was.
Yeah, so for Natalie's first 4 years, they didn't have enough girls for a full team. All 3 of those years, she made it as an individual. Finally, her senior year, her team made it regional. So, yeah, so she made it twice. Marcy Jones was in golf once senior year. We went to a lot of matches, all those conferences, about an 8-year period. These things.
Pretty much around roughly the same. Yeah.
So then I was doing Indiana West and play-by-play coach. And she'd be interested in Steve, I'll bring her in. I'm not gonna sit here and talk all that. Just meet her in the business. Well, they spent a good hour, so I picked her up and we were away. She got the job 4 years. Switched her main job to sports business. Sports management business. And now look what she's doing. When she was first told about it, she Dad, I think I should have Marcy. You'd be nuts if you do that. What did you do? After 2 rounds of just answering questions online. Then she got online. Then they called her out.
I think about it on Facebook. I always wonder if she's still doing that, because that's just such a good job. I'm sure. Yeah.
His sister's
Office. And I mean, all that stuff is like, every week you walk in, you find shirt, jacket, something, drink over our chairs. And last
Just
time,
one,
they
it
looked
looked
fine.
like-
So they took the entire, as a staff, they said, all right, here's the two games that you play. Half of you are gonna do that, half of you are gonna do that, second time, 2 days later. Pick up which one's best for you. Once you get the first back, they got a plane, a little bit of the city, fed them on the plane, gave them per diem so they could buy food there. Back on the plane, at the game, flew back, she got home, full day. But they said, okay, and they went to about 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
The house on both sides.
That's just how they treat it. They have half season tickets.
That's what it looks like. That's
So
what it
ours
looks
is
like.
either take families or someone, or get a mom and dad or brother or sister or someone.
Man of the hour.
Yeah. Hey, not too bad. Hi, is this where you were sitting?
You got the floor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just come right on up the podium there and explain what you got going on
Let's do
here.
that, okay. So, before I get started with this stuff, let me hand this to her. This is some stuff I need to give to her. All right, so everybody know who I am. I don't need to introduce. Aaron Walter, Barn Brown Insurance. So we have a renewal, and we've looked at that as far as possibilities at some point of looking at other carriers. You know, we switched them a couple of years ago, and we got into a pickle with claims, and we're still not looking as favorably as I'd like us to be when we go back out to market. So right now, I am at 6.8% on the overall for the increase for the year. Sticking with who we had last year. The company that picked us up when we were in a pickle a couple years ago. There is a decision point within here. Part of what came with this renewal was the higher deductibles, or well, not this year, but when we did it a couple years ago. So when an opportunity is right, I'm looking at and trying to get some of those back down. And the one we have on the auto, the liability deductible on auto is still at $5,000. And I just asked, what can we do to get that back down to zero? Some of our towns have 2,500, but you already have a deductible on the physical damage. I hate to have an auto liability deductible if we don't have to. And so we are at, to go back down to zero, it does add to the premium a little bit. So that's a decision point. $2,152 for the year. So one claim, $5,000 auto liability deductible, or one claim, or a zero deductible on the auto liability, and it's at $2,152. So that's, you know, I think that's worth the gamble to get that down to zero on that. But and then we still don't want to have claim. You know, if we go claim free next year, we'll be like, well, we spent $2,152 extra than we needed to. But I'd like to get that deductible to go away, and we'll continue to work on the other deductibles in the policy when the time permits. But that's the one I thought we could grab at this year, and that's what I'm looking for a decision from you guys when we can get the approval to renew. So inflationary increases to property. I have one note that I did not get a chance to go over with Jack when we were getting prepared for this a couple weeks ago. The fire department company, the company we have that separately with, has raised their minimum deductibles. So that is something, it's still not as high as the town has, but it's a little bit higher. If I don't share that with you, I'm not being fair. So the property deductible in the fire department was $500 and now it's $1,000. The property equipment, the portable equipment I should say, was $100 and now it's $500. And the auto deductible on the fire department was $250 for comp claims, like if you hit a deer, vandalism. It was $250, now it's $1,000. collision was 500 and now it's 1,000. So that is one difference too. That I didn't share with Jack when we talked, and I apologize, Jack. That's, but other than that, that's what I got, unless anybody's got questions. I'd be happy to go over this line by line. There's too much to go through in a meeting line by line, but if anybody would like to go through this like I did with Jack, I'd be happy to meet with anybody one-on-one and we can go through it.
So you're saying that if we went with, on auto, what is it, or, if we went zero deductibles, it would increase our premium 2,100 something?
Yes, yes.
That's a no-brainer to me. I'm all in favor of doing that, because it's $5,000 deductible now.
And when the timing's right, we're gonna look at those property deductibles and other liability deductibles again, but right now is not the time just yet.
So I would be in favor of that, zero deductible on the auto.
Is that already included in the quote? It's gonna add that much to the quote.
It adds that much to the quote. The company we have you with, we switched, most all our towns have the same fire department coverage. They have the same work comp coverage. But the package for years and years was EMC. You guys all probably remember that name through the years with your insurance. But now we've been using HCC a lot also. And in our agency, we have more with HCC now than we do with EMC. So I hate that because I liked EMC. They did a good job for a long time, and we may look at them again one of these days. But right now, HCC is more aggressive.
How much was the increase, I'm sorry?
6.8% on all of it combined.
But if we do the zero deductible, that's
Oh.
how much?
Just a second, I'll do some math. If you trust my math.
What was it? It was 2,100 and something you told me, I can't, or you said.
Was it 2150?
2,150.
That's a prior to
Yeah. That gets it up to about 8.6. Just with my quick.
So you're saying the 8.6 is what that's gonna be instead of
Yeah.
6.8?
Correct.
And the total change from 131,733 to 133,885?
Correct.
Council have any other questions for Aaron?
Aaron, on your second page, are you ready? On your second page, not counting the base one, go down about 5 or 6 lines.
On this one?
No,
This one?
no, go on the descriptions part.
This,
Now, second page after that one.
all right.
Go down about
4, you talking about the golf course?
4 and 5 lines.
The pesticide, herbicide,
No, the golf course greens and grounds equipment.
Is that just a blanket coverage on that? When you're HAC public risk,
can I see where you're pointing here?
So, no, here, sorry.
Oh, I was on page, no,
Let's go one more.
I see it.
What is that?
Okay. You're not paying extra for that. Those are just some package coverages that they throw in with the towns, with them when they write a municipality. And let me double check that. We'll talk, I'll look up the form and I'll see exactly what it says, and I'll get with you, Jesse. Yeah. It's in with the property section, so it's a property coverage, but I want to get in there and see what it says exactly for sure. But it is in with the property section of the freebie coverages that come with it.
any other questions for Aaron?
Jack, can you send that to us?
153,825. So if I'm reading this right, Aaron, last year, 123, 281.13.
Got my papers out of order. The part that's up now where it says amount bill, I'm at the 133,885.
Yeah, last year it was 123, 281.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So you're looking at about $11,600 some increase.
I thought I was at 10 something. I didn't know.
Was that 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at 10,604.
Okay.
That's for the premium, is that right?
Any other questions from council? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve.
Got a motion to approve, do I have a second?
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any nays? That carries.
Thank you for your trust again.
And I apologize to the citizens, we had to sit here a while, but we got it done. So it was right up against the wall. So if there's no other questions, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We're adjourned.
Thank you guys for waiting on me.